Hello, everybody. We're back. This is Clint Macro and Matt Mallory. We're here at the 2026 NRA annual meeting in Houston, Texas, at the Voices of the Second Amendment area, specifically at the Meet the Pressers Gun Freedom Radio Studio of Liberty. We got some more special guests here, and Matt's going to do the introductions.
We got Robyn and Tatiana from A Girl and a Gun, and doing great things, bringing women into the sport, teaching them how to defend themselves. So, and you got a conference coming up.
Yeah, we've got our national conference in 2 weeks.
Cool.
We're going to have 700 students there doing everything from defense, competition, shooting from the ground. We even bring in the helicopter. They shoot from the helicopter.
Did you have the helicopter there 2 years ago when I was there teaching?
Yes, we do.
How did I miss that? I must have been like a zombie because of being up there on the mountain teaching.
Well, that's where they take off. So that's where the landing zone is.
Where I
So,
taught my class?
Yeah, so they do that. And then,
missed that.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great experience for the
What do
ladies.
you shoot out of the helicopter?
They shoot a rifle.
Guys,
Yeah. We have we set up steel along a flight path, and there's a car, and they shoot it around the car. Bring steel from the helicopter.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, it's not incredible.
Yeah, I never went in a helicopter. I did a movie once, and they had some dialogue in the helicopter, which there's no way I would have recorded because it's noisy. I said, I got to get in there and get a guide on you. And they were like, no, we'll just double play with the car. So I missed my opportunity to fly in a helicopter. That would have been life-changing.
I was supposed to rappel out of a Chinook when I was in the Army, and they canceled it because of bad weather.
Oh no!
What was your MOS?
They're doing uniform, radio comms.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
You
Charlie
asked me
Brown's
what my
teacher.
MOS
What was your MOS?
22 long run.
Da-dun.
I didn't see
He wasn't.
So, Robyn, you've been on the show before. Matter of fact, one of my favorite clips, you were in your car and your orientation on your phone changed, and when it did, Matt and I both went. It was fun.
That's right. I think I was on my way to Fall Fest. We talked right before a 3-in match, and I was driving up to Missouri, I think, for that. And I pulled over on the side of the road and had it put to my visor, trying to make up instant studio.
Yeah, it changed. And Matt and I both went. and Tatiana, you've not been on our show before, have you? Oh, wow, this is your first time. Well, welcome. Yeah, we've all had a chance to work together. I think, Matt, you did your initial USCCA training with us, right?
Yes.
And pepper spray too, right? Did you do the pepper? No, you didn't.
No, I had babies.
But I'd been there. I'd come up twice to teach it.
I did.
Yeah.
I was great.
It was fun. Yeah, absolutely.
And you hosted me once and then audited my CCHDF class again, so I fixed it and then screwed up.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, and then you had me come up and I did the rifle class with some of your colleagues. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching you teach, and I look forward to hopefully making it to one you're doing in Ohio with Candy Pettigrew. Right?
Yes. Yep. Marksmanship programs.
I'm gonna try. I'm promising I'm gonna try.
All right.
Our schedules are crazy.
All of our schedules are crazy.
Yes. Well, that's good. That means people want to shoot.
You want to learn. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I use an example of you. We were talking about problem students. Well, what do you do if you have the Mr. Know-it-all type guy, or the person that's always kind of challenging? And you had said words to the effect, well, I'll use that guy all the time, or something like that. I'll use him as an example. He'll either become a valued member of the training team, or he'll go, no thanks.
No, by the end of a program, that person's got to you got to make them absolutely love it. That is the best challenge for anyone.
So how did you guys get together and start what you have going on?
Yeah, so, well, it's kind of 15 years in the making, really. So, there was Juliana Crotteau was a woman in Austin, Texas, who was an instructor. She decided to host Girls' Night Out at the range, just a casual event to let women come to the range and learn how to shoot. Kind of that happy hour atmosphere. And I went as a new gun owner to learn that experience, to learn how to shoot a gun. And I don't know if I was more scared of going to the range or shooting the gun or meeting other women, especially women that like guns. All of it was so terrifying. So I went to this Girls' Night Out, and just organically, every 2 weeks, more women would come. And so then this other instructors would say, wow, you have so many students. You know, I want to do what you're doing in our city. So we were like, well, let's call it a chapter, and you can do it. And it just grew. And now, I think it was in 2017. I guess that was in 2011. And in 2017, Tatiana came. We invited her to teach at our national conference. You had taught at conference before. Tatiana came, and she was like, wow, this is a group of women.
Yes.
And then we had her outside. We wouldn't let her leave.
I didn't want to leave. Well, it was amazing because I didn't know what to expect. I'd never had a women's only class experience before national conference. And that one was small. We had 300.
Yeah, that was our smaller
conference since. And I thought I was going to have one experience that was completely radically different one. And it fundamentally changed how I looked at training and working. And these ladies just, they were unbelievable. They threw down and they shot like a boss in 3 days. And they were the most enthusiastic, hungry, engaged members. And that's what we have built and continue to build.
Yeah, as the league grew, it grew so quickly. And we were looking for how do we teach consistency and how do we make sure that our instructors have a standard and how do we apply that across the board. And so I spoke with Tatiana back in 2017 and she's like, well, I can help develop a Train the Trainer series. And it started helping us set that standard and raise that bar. And over the years now we have such a credentialed group of women that run our chapters. And we have really high standards. And I always say that we never want to powder puff anything to not lower our standards. With Rolling Gun, although we're a women's space, people think that things are powder puffed. And we actually have incredibly high standards, much higher standards than other organizations.
Every 2 years and maintain that.
In addition to a compilation of credentials that they're required to have. And so we always say, the standards are high, but our environment is encouraging. To answer your questions, we're going to cheer you on along the way, and that's what makes our culture really special.
Good. That's good. Right? I mean, all of us take classes from other instructors, trying to get more knowledge, say it a different way, something we didn't know, new product, new technique, whatever. And I think that's important for end users all the way up to, national instructors like we are traveling the country, because we get rusty when we don't do it. I mean, teaching's good, but the hands-on, right? I always say education is ears and eyes, bring it to your brain, and then it's got to go from your brain to your hands. That's the training and the practice, right? Just say Matt and Mallory.
Yeah, so many of your volunteers and your chapter leaders are active in the 2A space. People that see something needs to be done and they just go ahead and do it. And one thing I want to thank you for is when we started National Trainer Teacher Day, your organization was very helpful in spreading the word and getting a lot of the initial instructors who volunteered to help out. Thank you guys.
No, we're happy to be involved in that. I promote it every year. I think it's really important for our teachers to have training and at least to know that there's training available, there's options. Even if it's not firearms training, we teach pepper spray, we teach situational awareness, we teach all of it just to have people have that introduction into our mindset of being your own first responder, just letting them know what's even in the future.
National Trainer Teacher Day is the 20th. It's the 9th one. 10 years.
We've been doing this for 8.
I know.
8th season.
Yeah, I haven't worked or been with someone as long as aside from my wife. And
Do you feel like we're in the way of hugging?
That's not a gay thing at all in any way.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
Make you feel vulnerable with that.
It just goes like, you guys, how long you've been doing this, right? It just shows you that there's people come and go. Even in this industry, with people changing companies, they stay in the industry, but they don't usually. I mean, some will, but most won't burn bridges. It's like, oh, you're over there. Oh yeah, go to this company. And Clint and I work with competitors. I'm sure you guys do too. In our area, like I got gun stores that'll send students to me, and I could sell them a gun, but I'd rather teach them. And I send other instructors, and I certify a lot of instructors in my area that are competitors. I
think that's good business. And it sets up a culture of positivity.
And it pushes us to do better, bring it to the next level, right? Like somebody wants to get certified as a pepper spray instructor. That's the next level. I want to be a senior master instructor, and I want to get. So we keep wanting to get more, learn more new tactics, and bring it back to our students. And those students are competitors.
And there simply aren't enough of us.
No.
Think of the millions and millions of new gun owners annually.
Yep.
That need good quality instructors.
Right.
So it's our responsibility to make more, to hone ourselves as
Yeah.
much as possible.
For sure.
So we cast a wider net.
Build up the next group coming in, right?
Yes.
So where do you see your organization in 10 years?
I want to be in every range in America. I want to grow the gun chapter to be just part of when you walk into a range or a retailer where you see a grow the gun branding. Whether it's on the range, whether it's our targets, whether it's our pistol pouches or our journal or marksmanship tools. They just want us to be part of that landscape. And so often they think of women as niche. Tatiana gave a great talk this morning stating we're not niche, we're half the population. So for the industry to stop thinking of us as niche, we are investors and we're trainers and we're doing these things in the industry. That we need to be just a part of the landscape.
I don't think without women there'd be a population.
There's that too.
Science.
So I'm curious, and this may be somewhat of an uncomfortable question, maybe. As someone who's, you guys are just like in charge of this, and it's your baby, and you've been working on it so long, it's such a big part of your life. I totally understand it. So do you have people that you're grooming that someday you feel comfortable that you can hand it off to?
Hundreds of leaders across the business. That's the amazing thing about our job. And very talented chapters and any other of us can have. So if you're raising it's many new trainers every single year.
It's a challenge that we're seeing more and more younger ladies come in and we really want to raise them up. We're going to ask about this one as part of our legacy.
What's going on there?
DJ Play Nice was saying it was a little hard to hear them, so I was trying to adjust that.
Well, thank you for doing that.
I tried. That's usually your bailiwick.
I see a big reflection on the screen now. I can't see it.
So DJ said, "Girl in a Gun is rocks. Love what you do. Know several women who have great things to say about their experience with your organization. Keep up the great work."
That's awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
Isn't this technology neat, O'Keen?
Yeah, look at that. And I'll even put it big screen. There's his response.
Love it.
So is there, before we wrap things up, is there anything you'd like to leave our audience with? Sage pieces of wisdom that you want to offer? Calls to action.
You're full of sage wisdom.
Oh my goodness. Yes, if you have any woman in your life that you think would be interested in trading, you may not, if you're her spouse, you may not be the right person to do that. Or if you're the father or someone that you love, you just know each other too well. If you want to get her involved, Girl in a Gun is a phenomenal way to do so. And if she's intimidated to join the range initially, join us online, join us on our website and our social medias. Because through that, we're constantly publishing information, knowledge. And what she's going to see is other women who look just like her, achieving these goals and doing it safely and successfully and looking really good doing it.
And she'll know she's welcome and there's a space for her and we can't wait to see her at the range. Just go to agirlinagun.org.
So, it's always great to hang out.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you very much.
Check them out. Give them your support. Sign up for a class. Hit the conference. Don't forget to check out the giveaways, meetthepressers.com/giveaways. And if you're here, we got 2 more classes tomorrow. Clint and I will be teaching. So check that out. And swing by Voices of the Second Amendment so you can watch us talk to awesome guests like this. Stay safe.